Okay, so I just wanted to make this video real quick, explaining some basic human movement patterns that we can find inside the ropes, which are quite essential. So starting with the underhand, which is basically the ones in which we see the ropes in front of us going from below to above. This pattern includes the locomotion pattern, which is basically walking or running. And the idea here is that we create with our shoulders and hips these figure eights in which we create this momentum so that it's like the movement never stops and we don't waste any energy, and it's like a self-fitting movement pattern. That is the essence of the ropes. These are some variations like Underhand Matador's Wheel, which basically the same pattern. The ropes are quite a very extensive tool. Such as we have the locomotion pattern, we have also some low throws patterns, which includes, like, for example, uppercuts in boxing, some bowling throws, some drives in tennis, for example. It's quite interesting. We also have some turns and jumps patterns, in which we basically learn to use our shoulders and hips, such as you can see, to make these turns, 180, 360, whatever, and it's very useful for creating this momentum and stabilization, learning to use our centers of mass and shoulders to create these turns and these jumps. So those are some variations as well. And if we revert that underhand pattern, we have the overhand, which is basically quite the contrary. And in this pattern we see the ropes in front of us going from above to below, and contrary to the underhand, this is more focused on pronation and internal rotation. Here we have some martial arts patterns, like, for example, standing fights, in which we have the throwing some punches and some elbow strikes. We have also some judo and wrestling patterns, like, for example, grabbing our opponents and using this momentum and these internal rotations to throw our opponent to the floor, for example. It's quite interesting. These are all the variations. We also have high throws patterns, which are, for example, some javelin throws, some ball throws like baseball, for example, and some swimming strokes. It's quite extensive, but these are some basics, and hope you like it and give it a try. So thank you.